What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we need to talk about financial security. More and more Americans say that they're not financially secure. Actually, 3 out of 4 Americans say they are not financially secure. That's 75%. That means you look around the room. If there's 4 people in the room, 3 of them, they're not financially secure. 1 of them potentially is. But here's the problem. Things are getting worse. Today I want to address one of the biggest problems that many people are saying, and it has to do with their income. It's not always their expenses. It is sometimes their income. Here's the problem. You do not control your income. Yes, you can have somewhat of a say in it. You can help adjust it in some ways. You can do things to increase it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to your employer. So today I'm going to break all this down. All I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now let's begin. So why are so many Americans saying that they're not financially secure? Well, it's actually pretty simple. The reason why more and more Americans say they are not financially secure is because prices continue to increase. However, their wages only go up normally 1 time a year. That's it. So your wages go up 1 time a year. However, we see inflation consistently month after month after month. This is one of the reasons why. Food prices continue to go up. People are spending more on food than they've ever have in their lifetime. It's causing people to panic. Credit cards have been used to purchase food, to pay for utilities, to pay for gas and other things like that. However, credit card debt continues to spiral out of control. Millions of Americans right now owe so much money. The average American owes over $6,000 in credit card debt, and for most people, they say they will never be able to pay that off. That's concerning. Another big concern is that credit card debt, again, as a whole, is at the highest it has ever been. We're over $1 trillion in credit card debt alone. With the average credit card now having a 22% interest rate. Yeah. Most people will never be able to pay that off. And right now that we're talking about interest rates, let's talk about car loans. Your average car loan is now over $800. Your average car loan. I mean, some people have a car payment of over $1,000. $1,000 a month for a car payment. This does not even include insurance on that vehicle. Doesn't include gas to put in that vehicle. That's a problem. Here's another problem. We have an affordable housing crisis. Every day I talk to somebody that says their rent is too high. Their mortgage, too expensive. They wish they would have never got it. Yeah, every single day. And you know why? It's because people regret the decisions that they make after they make them. Here's another thing that you need to understand. According to a recent poll, they are saying that the 3 out of 4 Americans that believe that they're not financially secure, when they were asked how much money they need on average per year, guess what they said? Most people would say, oh, probably $100,000. $100,000 as a family would get them by and they could do just fine. They'd be financially secure, especially when the average American makes about $60,000. But it wasn't $60,000, wasn't $100,000. It was $186,000. That is what the average American needs to make in order to be financially secure. Okay. So, where do we go from here? Well, here's the problem. You need $186,000. The majority of Americans are not going to make that. Just won't. If you live in a small town, if you live in the South, unfortunately, you're probably going to be making somewhat close to minimum wage. That's a federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. You will come nowhere close to $186,000 per year. But here's what you need to understand. As prices continue to increase, wages are slow to increase. You have to almost force your employer to give you a raise. But how do you do that? Well, it's simple. You have to do more. Before being asked, how to, get an increase, a wage increase, before asking your boss, what can you do? How can you help? Start doing the little things. I talked to an employer just the other day, and he was saying one of the things that he did just recently is he left it open to his workers, his employees. If they want a raise, they have to pretty much tell him why they deserve it, and he'll give it to them. He said every single month he goes through his entire employee list and he writes down what he feels that employee is actually worth. It changes every single month. So if an employee does, 2 different jobs, does some additional, takes on some additional responsibilities in the previous month, and then they come to him and say, you know what, I've been working really hard. I think I should get X amount of dollars per hour. You might give it to them. But again, if they're putting in the work. But here's what I want to leave you with on this. The majority of workers right now are not putting in additional work. They feel like they're underpaid. So because of that, because of them feeling like they're underpaid, one of the things that they're doing is they're not doing or going above and beyond. But that is being seen, that they're actually taking a step back and doing less than they've ever done before. So they're not getting paid for it. They're not going to get a raise. And all these things that are going up in price, food, utilities, gas, house, right? Transportation, right? Vacations, all these different things that are going up in price, you will not be able to afford. So here's the thing you really need to know before you go. When it comes to your personal finances, the only person that can control that is you. You need to reduce your expenses as much as possible. Get rid of your gym membership that you haven't used in, 6 months. Get rid of a Netflix account that you may only watch, 1 time a week. Get rid of, payments for apps that you don't use. Right? All these little things add up. A $50 gym membership, a $10 Netflix account, $10 in app purchases. $70 right there. That $70 might be able to help you get out of debt faster. That $70 might make a payment for a utility bill. That $70 could keep you current on your car payment. So before everyone comes out and says, you know what, I need $186,000 per year in order to just be financially secure, just understand, you might not need that. You might not need that much. Still, you need some money, but might not be that much. So I will leave you with that. Again, just want to thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.